Hi, and welcome to the Weekly. This is your source every Thursday for the trends and innovations we're seeing in the marketplace. So it's the end of February. Today's February 25th. Thank goodness we're moving into March. It's going to get warmer, I promise. I know the whole world's under snow, at least all of the United States. But more people are getting vaccinated and good things are ahead. And things are kind of moving quickly. I think this year is moving much quicker than last year. So all very positive. Our sponsor for today is Unilock Pavers. And Unilock makes a full line of products for both paving and your walls. And they have a motto that is designed to connect. And that means not only their products, they connect, but also they connect with you and basically customize the experience. So whatever you have in your head on what you want, they're able to work with you to deliver just that. So we have a really interesting first segment. It's when designers become patients. We interviewed two healthcare designers that were actually patients in hospitals. And it was an awakening. Of course, all those things that you want aesthetically around a good healthcare experience, that's not going to change. But how about when you're the patient and material flow looks like it's not in sync? Listen to this.
Tell us a little bit about what happened when you had to go into the hospital and what your initial response was.
Well, being a designer, I was always focused on the aesthetics of the environment. And as I became the patient, I realized that aesthetics, while they are so important in natural daylighting and color and view and art and all of that, I really realized that the most important aspect was how staff treated me. And staff became stressed when materials management was out of whack and operational flow was not working.
Tell me what you mean by what aspect of materials management, not being able to get supplies?
Yes. So many times a nurse couldn't find something and got frustrated, or a doctor couldn't find something and then he had to leave the room and then she found the wrong item. And then that delayed the process and they became frustrated.
Yeah.
Well, then you as the patient, because I had the same experience.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah.
You start to wonder, like, well, if you can't find that left-handed injection, what am I doing here?
Yeah. And of course, the nurses are the most important thing. My daughter's a nurse practitioner, and God bless them all. They're just they really run the hospital, don't they?
Yeah.
And if they can't get to that device or to that instrument or to that supply, as you say. What else? There was operational flow, something about operational flow, Pam?
Well, operational flow has to do with being at the right place at the right time. And it has to do with materials being at the right place at the right time, staff being at the right place at the right time, and patients being at the right place at the right time.
Well, that makes sense. When you're actually a patient in a healthcare facility, then you get to feel the full effects of the design. And when nurses and doctors are scrambling around for materials, how can it not erode your confidence in what's going on? Another area that we love to cover on the Weekly is artificial intelligence. Here's a segment on machine learned enabled app that looks at design, sustainability, energy efficiency, but also cost. This really shows you where we are going.
One, I think machine learning has become a good bit of buzzword. In fact, I remember being in a conference not too long ago where I was asked a question by a group of architects that, is it going to automate our job? Well, definitely not. At least, that's not what would be a good use of it at all, because, there's so much else going in there. But what it does help us is to learn from how we work so we don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time. For example, prior to cove.tool, when I ran a successful consulting practice, we had a very strong understanding of key building performance and regulation parameters for the locations that we worked in. But every time we brought in a new team member or had to do a project in another location, we had to create that knowledge and we had to pass that knowledge on from one person to the next. And with machine learning, along with automation, not only are we automatically passing that knowledge on a global scale, but we're also able to improve the quality of the information with thousands of practitioners adding some real scale to how we make our practice better.
Wow, that's amazing stuff. And the nice thing is, it's not trying to take your job. It's actually just trying to make great recommendations for you. And as more and more data gets put into that app, the smarter and smarter it gets. Can't wait to track that as we move forward. So thank you for joining us. If you'd like to watch any of our past segments, they're available on Horizon TV and on YouTube. And if you have any suggestions for the show, here's my email. Special thanks to Unilock Pavers. They have a full line of customized products, and they'll work closely with you to execute exactly what you want. We look forward to seeing you again next Thursday. Please be safe, and thank you for joining us.